Casino del Sol Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early.
Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Bowie. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it. So Arizona's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Warren. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They're dealing with a second and long. Russell. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incomplete.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God.
And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wildcats, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. It's Warren. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Arizona going back to work with another first down. The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Warren. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Russell. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Warren. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Russell on play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. The sure hands is Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. Runs through a man. He might but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Warren. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's a crease. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Warren. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he made... They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Arizona in a hurry.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go play action with Russell. Pressure coming. Turns it loose. Makes a catch at the 20. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get the edge. It's Cuber. Maybe some room here. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Russell. Looking to get it in.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And they will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the...
inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Casino.
The Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Throwing Russell. They'll go with the quick touch pass. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buffs! Putting points on the board.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly... This team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Russell unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Offense in a bunch formation. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield. It's Russell. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will give them the lead. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except
he'll bring it out. It's Bowie. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Takes the handoff. It's Warren. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a...
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Warren. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. Quick strike complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has...
No chance to return that one. A booming... They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now, and they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions.
Cats sending their offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Russell. On target.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Warren. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Arizona comes out with another first down. Going with the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive.
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Throwing Russell. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Warren. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Could be an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. With the catch, it's Jordan. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Wildcats have pushed it inside the 20. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms off the pitch man.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Russell. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. go! Down, ready! We're done, ready, go! Ready, ready! Ready, team, go! Down, ready! Ready, go, go! Ready! Ready! Ready, go! Ready! Blue, go, go! Down, ready! One, two, three, go, go! Here we go, ready! One, ready, go! Down, ready! 129, 129! Hey, move! Go, go! Ready, ready! 188, tip! Ready, go! Down, ready! Ready, set! Ready, go! Ready! Wide, ready, hey, move!